What's up and welcome back, Wargamers. This is Battleshock Wargaming Studio, and we're getting ready to play another exciting game of Warhammer Age of Sigmar. David, tell us what we're doing today.
We're burning the midnight oil on a weeknight to bring you a fantastic battle report with Slaves of Darkness with that Kronspine Incarnate in there. We're going to see how he does with the new Battle Tome to boost my damage output because I'm taking on the dragons.
Oh yeah, it's the dragon spam.
Not just a few, a bunch of dragons.
Not all of them that we own, but most of them that we own.
Yeah, absolutely.
Guys, if you're new to the channel, consider giving us a like, share, and subscribe. It really does help support the channel. Big shout out to all of our members in our membership service. They're doing that little bit extra. It really helps support us and bring you all of this great content. If you're interested in being a member, check that link down below. You get some members-only content, including extra battle reports.
Yes, I've been trying to get some extra editing done so we can get you some more content. Currently, there's 2 extra battle reports on there, maybe more by the time you view this. So go ahead and check out what we have to offer for our perks.
Huge shout out to the Baron of Dice. We love this guy. He supplies all of the resin dice that we have and that we roll, and these guys roll great. Now, before we get into it, David, Christmas has come early, is this correct?
Christmas has come early. One of our fantastic members, Mr. Joe Thibodeau, has sent us a package all the way from Canada, and we don't know what it is. So tonight we're playing this game to see who wins the mystery package.
How exciting.
Yes. So we'll get to that at the end.
Okay.
But for right now, let's go ahead and take a look at the armies.
Let's do it.
All right, let's take a look at the Slaves to Darkness army I'm taking today. This is going to be host of the Everchosen, so my knights and warriors are going to be able to rally on a 5-up, and I am also going to receive 1 extra ensorcelled banner to take. My general is going to be the Chaos Lord on Karkadrak. He is going to be Master of Magic with Arcane Tome, and he is going to know Chaotic Conduit spell, which allows me to roll on the Eye of the Gods table. He does mortal wounds when he charges, and he's Mark of Slaanesh. He's going to be bound to the Incarnate today. The Incarnate has lots of damage output, helps buff my entire army, and helps add a little bit more punchiness to this Slaves of Darkness army. He goes up and down in levels and has abilities based on that. I've got 1 reinforced unit of knights. They are going to be Mark of Slaanesh, and they're going to have the ensorcelled banner of Screaming Flesh. This means that they are going to get +1 attacks when they charge. 2 units of Chaos Warriors, both marked Nurgle. The 20-man is going to have the Eroding Icon, which is reduce Rend by 1, and they're -1 to wound because of their Nurgle mark. Then I've got 2 units of Chaos Marauders. These are going to be Nurgle as well, so -1 to wound, just little chaff units, maybe grab an objective or 2, and then die a horrible death. Here's the dice I'm taking today. That 8-fold sigil is going to be a 6. They're looking nice. And there you have it, my host of the Everchosen army. Let's see what Michael brought.
All right, guys, we're going to take the dragons today. We're getting ready to burninate the countryside. So we're going to be doing the subfaction Hammers of Sigmar to give all of these dragons a ward as long as they're standing near an objective. So let's take a look at the general today. The general is going to be a Knight Draconis on Dragon. He's going to be taking the Arcane Tome. And then he has the command trait Master of Magic, so he gets to reroll the cast and a dispel. He's going to know Celestial Blades for +1 to wound. Then we're going to be taking 2 units of 4 and 1 unit of 2 dragons. These are all going to be in the Bounty Hunters detachment, and everyone's going to be taking the Lances because not because Lances are better, but because I think they're cooler. So that's how I'm doing it. These guys are great. They all have Flaming Mortal Fire Breath, and those Rend 2 damage 2 Lances are going to pop up to damage 3 on the charge against Gallivets. So high damage output. These are the dice we're going to be rolling today. The Dragon Sigil is a 6. And that's it. It's simple. It's dragons. Let's take a look at the mission.
All right, before we take a look at the mission today, a big shout out to everybody on this wall. These are lords and commanders in our membership service, and we really, really appreciate your support. So today we are going to be playing Head-On Collision. This is an interesting battle plan. We are deployed in opposite quarters of the battlefield. There's 3 objectives. You cannot control objectives until the 2nd battle round, and once they are active in the 2nd battle round, you score 1 in your territory, 2 in the center, or 4 in enemy territory. We're going to be scoring on our battle tactics. Also, we'll be getting extra victory points if we have a Galatian veteran unit within 6 of the objective when we take control of it. And we're going to be scoring grand strategies. My grand strategy is show dominance, so I have to either have 1 unit in the center, so I'm standing on all 4 quarters of the battlefield, or 1 unit in each quarter of the battlefield. Michael, what's your grand strategy today, buddy?
I'm going to do take what's theirs. It's an oldie and a goodie. I have to have more of my units in your deployment than you do.
All right, sounds good. Let's go ahead and see who has initiative. Here we are at the top of battle round 1. I was a single drop and Michael was 4 drops because he decided to make all of his dragons bounty hunters, which I think was really smart.
Thank you.
Yeah, I'm going to still make him going to go first because I like double turns, and he can't really do a battle tactic turn 1.
No.
Because of the battle plan, and he can't do any proving grounds, which is nice, and I'm not going to pick a proving ground just yet.
Okay.
So let's go ahead and get into your turn.
Let's do it.
Before we do, you've seen the lists, you've seen the armies. You know that he's Dragon Spam and that I've got a Kronspine Incarnate. So go ahead and leave a comment down below. Who do you think is going to win this epic battle of head-on collision? All right, Michael, let's go ahead and get in your turn. What are you going to do for your not battle tactic?
So we did spend 5 minutes and looked, and there's only 1 battle tactic that I could complete, and I would have to put my whole army right there to try and desecrate their lands, which I'm not going to do.
Yeah, doesn't sound amazing.
So I'm going to do a battle tactic from the book that I cannot achieve. It's called Pioneers of the Realm. Done.
We don't even need to tell you what it is.
Nope.
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 It has to do with Cities of Sigmar units, which he has 0 of,
I
so
have
that's
0 of.
hilarious. Okay,
So
let's go.
I'm going to go straight into casting.
Yep, okay,
Or
right,
I probably do heroic actions.
right into your heroic action. Go ahead.
Let's get a command point with the general. He does not.
Okay, command point with the Karkadrak. He does.
I have 1 cast, David,
Okay,
and I'm going to do Mystic Shield
okay,
on the big blue squad right in front of the general.
perfect.
Hurry up. That's a 5.
Okay, does it go off?
Mystic Shield's a 5.
Okay, Mystic Shield goes off. Okay,
That was my turn, David.
that was your hero phase.
Yep.
I love it. Okay, let's go ahead and get into movement and we'll show you what Michael did. Michael, we're back from your very quick movement phase. Tell me what you did starting with your 4-man dragon squad, the Blues.
So the Blues moved to the right. They stayed 24 inches away from the Kronspine Incarnate, but close enough to threaten that center objective. And then the general was standing right behind them so that he can issue the shooting command if they need to. The other 4-man squad is standing on the objective. This is the green and white squad in the back.
Yep.
They are fully on that objective, but also within 6 so that they could do an Unleash Hell on the purple squad. The purple squad is standing in front screening for the rest of the army. Since we can't control the center point right now, there was no sense in standing on it and maybe giving David an easy charge with that Kronspine.
Absolutely.
So it's a pretty quick movement. That's it.
All right, let's take a quick look at where Slaves to Darkness is. I've got the Knights behind the Warriors, big blob of Warriors in the center on my own objective, my General tucked away in the back. I've got 2 units of Marauders hanging out with the Kronspine Incarnate, and we're gonna go ahead and snap off, score Michael up, and get into my turn. The top of battle round 1 is over. Michael, how many points did you score?
Bagel. Yeah, 0 points.
Yep.
0 out of 0 for 0 points. So the score is 0-0.
Yep, score is 0-0, and we're gonna go ahead and get into my turn. I have 1 battle tactic that I can achieve out of my book because of the way that I kitted my army.
Nice.
And it is going to be Lust for Power. I need to pick a hero that has Eye of the Gods keyword, and I need to roll on the Eye of the Gods table in this turn. Now, usually you have to either kill a hero or monster, I think, or you have to take an objective that was previously controlled by your opponent. But I have a spell called Chaotic Conduit that casts on a 7. And what that means is I can roll on the Eye of the Gods table immediately. So if I get my spell off, I get my battle tactic. If I don't get my spell off, I fail my battle tactic.
Okay.
So it's kind of fun.
Yeah.
I am Master of Magic, and I am Arcane Tome. So that's why I can do this. And also, I have a heroic action. So I'm going to look that up so I can tell you what it is. The heroic action that I'm going to use to help me achieve this is called Draw on Power. I pick a friendly Slaves of Darkness wizard, the Karkadrak. Until the end of that turn, when making casting rolls with that wizard, roll 3 dice instead of 2. However, if I roll 2 1s on these 3 dice, I am going to miscast, and I'm going to take d6 mortal wounds.
Okay.
But he's Master of Magic, so he can reroll.
So on the Eye of the Gods table, if you roll double 1s, you turn into a spawn. That's
Right.
correct?
And if
Or
I roll a 3, I'm snubbed by the gods.
Okay.
And if I roll other things, I get different buffs.
I want you to turn into a spawn.
I want to turn into a
do this?
demon prince because I have a demon prince model that I could just turn him into.
But we love our spawn model, so like I really want
Yes.
him to turn into a spawn.
Yeah.
Do it.
Yeah.
Do it for me.
We do have a spawny too.
Yeah.
So, okay, so I'm going to go ahead and do that for my heroic action, draw on power. And then what are you going to do for your heroic action?
I'm going to try and get a command point that I don't need, and I get it.
Okay, you gets it?
I gets it.
All right, chaotic conduit. Let's see
right,
what
do it.
happens. Cast on a 13.
It's wonderful.
Okay, so I can immediately roll on the Eye of the Gods table now.
I am out of unbind range, so.
Yes.
Yes.
He didn't want to get too close. So let's see what I get on the Eye of the Gods
Come
table.
on, spawn. No,
It's a 6.
No spawn.
Okay, stand by and we'll tell you what a 6 does. I've consulted the Eye of the Gods table, and I now have unearthly reflexes. Until the end of the battle, I add 1 to charge rolls for this unit. That's nice because he also has Slanesh keywords, so he adds 1 to run and charge rolls already. So now he's +2 to charge. That's fantastic. And most importantly, I did not turn into a spawn or get snubbed by the gods because those abilities suck. I also complete my battle tactic immediately because I rolled on the Eye of the Gods table. Thank goodness for battle tactics out of the book. And that is all of my hero phase stuff. So let's go ahead and get into movement.
David, you have moved your entire army. Walk us through what you got going on over here. Let's start with these knights hiding behind this building.
The knights behind the building shuffled over to get out of range of some of Michael's other things, leaving a little bit of room for the incarnate to jump through. I've got warriors standing in front of my cavalry and in between the incarnate. I've made sure that the only unit that is within 3 of the incarnate is the marauders. If for some reason my general dies, I want to make sure that he can eat his way out of combat and then continue burning the countryside if he goes wild. I've got 1 unit of marauders that ran into the terrain right here. And then I have 1 unit of warriors that moved over for a little bit of area denial on this side of the table. So I'm getting pretty close to Michael, but keeping my screens up and keeping my objective holders and my main damage dealers outside of harm's way. I also made sure to put my general wholly within 18 of the Karkadrak, the Incarnate. So if I issue all-out attack to him, everything that's within his domination range will also benefit from that. So pretty quick turn. I did complete my battle tactic, which was nice. So that's it. Let's go ahead and snap off and score me up.
David, you have completed your turn. This battle round 1 was a very fast one. How did you score?
I scored 2 points, completed my battle tactic, which was to roll on the Eye of the Gods. That also means that my general is now another +1 to charge for the rest of the battle. Whoopity-doo. So the score is currently 2-0, and we're going to be getting into the roll-off. Then the objectives are all going to turn on, so let's see what happens.
Hey up. That's a 4, David.
That's a 1.
Much better than a 1.
All right, what are you going to do, Michael?
I'm going to have a little think.
We'll be back to let you know who's going first. Battle round 2. Welcome back for the top of Battle Round 2. Michael thought really long and hard to decide whether he was going to go first or second, and he decided to go first.
Correctamundo.
I then made the middle objective a proving ground, so Michael can't score those sweet, sweet 2 points by moving on to it, and he won't be able to hold more at the end of this turn, which is just going to turn down his scoring for just a little bit. He thought about leveling down the Incarnate, lifting a couple units, and opening me up to a double turn, or letting me go right away and swarm the board. And I think it was the right choice. They were both good choices, but that's what he's going to do. So what are you going to do for your battle tactic, bro?
Battle tactic is going to be against the odds. We're going to just hold this point right here.
Okay, and which unit is going to hold that point at the end of the turn?
Going to be the general.
Okay, the general will hold that point at the end of the turn. I think that's smart.
Yeah, I like that.
Okay, great. So let's go ahead and get into heroic actions. What are we going to do?
Let's get a command point with the general on a 4-up. He has it.
Okay, I will try to get one with my general. I do not.
And then let's do some casting.
Okay.
We're going to Mystic Shield on the blue dragon squad.
Okay, Mystic Shield on the blues.
It does not go off, but we are the Master of Magic.
Yes. And then it does go off.
Okay.
Okay, I'll get you a button.
Excellent. That's it.
All right, let's go ahead and get into Michael's movement phase, and we'll be back to show you what he did. Michael, we're back from your movement phase. Tell me what you did, starting with the blue squad.
So the blues move to the right. Everyone's in range to shoot the Kron Spine, and then we might try for a charge on the warriors behind the building. The green and white squad is in the center. We got 3 in range of the Kron Spine, Everyone else is probably going to charge the Marauders. Poor Marauders. They're the bravest Marauders in the world. They moved forward.
I did redeploy forward,
Yes.
and it helped me keep one dragon out of shooting into the Kronspine, so that helps a little bit. And then
the purples are going to go fight that Marauder squad over there.
Yep, just pick up some units to stop me from getting easy battle tactics. Real smart. And then
the general's just hanging out in the back.
Yep, General is completing his against the odds battle tactic, which is great. I've got 2 units of Marauders that are not long for this world. I've got 20 Warriors, 10 Knights, my Karkadrak, and my Kronspine Incarnate. And then on the outside of the building here, I've got a unit of Warriors. So let's go ahead and get into Michael's shooting. Okay, Michael is going to shoot with the blue squad first.
So 4 shots with the Draconic Flame Stream.
Okay, 1 miss, 2d3, and 1d6. And these are all going into the Kronspine, right?
That's right. So 2d3.
For 4, okay.
And then the d6 for 2.
Okay, he suffered 6.
So the 2 whites and the green are going to go into the Kronspine. And this guy in the back is going to fire into this squad over here.
Okay, the unit of Marauders right here.
Yep.
Sounds good.
So let's do the 3. A d6 and a d3.
Okay.
The d3 is a 1.
Okay.
And the d6 is a 6.
Okay, so he has suffered 13.
And then the 1 into the Marauders. D3
D6.
is a 5.
Yep, it's a 5 or a 6.
So then 2. Yeah, we have 1 purple into the Kronspine and 1 purple into the Marauder squad.
Okay, let's go into the Kronspine first.
Hurry up.
Okay, D3.
For 2.
Okay, he suffered 13. I'm sorry, 15.
That's pretty good.
That's pretty good. I think you're going to level him down.
And then let's do the 1 into the Marauders.
D3.
For 1.
Beautiful. All right, that was some pretty effective shooting. Let's go ahead and get lined up for charges.
We are going to do our once per game Draconic Onslaught, because after this, I don't think this squad is ever going to need it again.
Sure.
It's going to have 1 charge.
So you're rerolling charges,
rerolling charges
into the Knights, or the Warriors, I should say. That's a 6. 4-man Dragon squad is going to charge in the Marauders with an 11.
11. Screw it, let's go into everything.
Please do that. That would be just like icing on the cake for me. Michael's going to charge some purple dragons. Oh, look at that, they're in.
We did it.
6 inches. Let's do some monstrous action. How's about we start with the perps, since we're staring at them.
We're just going to stomp the small squad. On a 2 up.
Okay.
2 mortals.
2 mortals. Okay.
And then we're going to roar your knights who are behind your warriors behind the building.
Roaring the Warriors, sounds good.
Nope.
Okay. And any other monstrous actions?
Nope, that's all we can do. I mean, I could conceivably like all out defense and just sit there with the 2 up. But I think I'd rather all out attack.
Okay.
Because I don't need an all out attack over here.
No, you don't. No, they're dead.
So we only have 2 guys into you. So that's 14 attacks.
Yes, the leader is not one of them, and they're all the same profile because you charged. I am going to use a command point for all-out defense.
You would.
Yep, and then you're going to be -1 to hit because they're -1 to wound because they're Mark of Nurgle. So you're 2s and 4s.
Sounds great. 2s and 4s. Whoop.
I see some 4s, about half.
Okay. 3, 6. You're all at defense, and you ignore 1 rend.
I don't ignore 1 rend because they don't have the Ensorcelled Banner. So I am going to be -2 rend, so this is 4s.
Okay.
And then each one is going to be 3 damage.
Right.
So let's see what happens. I fail 2.
That's good.
So I take 6 damage. Do you get to drag into the Tempest?
In the combat phase, after all of this unit's attacks have been resolved, you pick 1 enemy unit within 1 inch of this unit. Did you pull out?
I did.
Oh, you dirty!
Take that. I think that's better than getting a couple extra attacks that aren't going to do any damage. Yeah. So no dragged into the Tempest for you.
I was so proud that I remembered my rule.
Yeah, so I'm going to fight. Let's go ahead and try to fight with the 10-man Marauder unit.
Sure.
Sure, they all suck. Let's see if they do any damage. Okay, Michael, I got 11 attacks coming at you. They didn't make a charge, so they're not +1 to hit. So this is 11 attacks, 4s and 4s.
I'm going to all-out defense because I have a command point that's going to go away if I don't. So
You just don't want me to do any damage. It's fine. That's exactly what I would do. 4s and 4s. Oh yeah, these bad mamma jammas are going to do a damage. I can just feel it. Make 2 saves.
Okay.
Don't roll a 1.
2 up.
Oh, you didn't roll a 1. Okay, your turn to fight. Where are you going to go?
I'll activate the purple squad.
2 purple dragons, 14, 15 attacks.
Yep.
3s and 4s because you're -1 to wound because they're Mark of Nurgle.
Even the Marauders are Mark of Nurgle.
They all get a mark, man.
That's disgusting.
3s and 4s. But they're 3 damage apiece, so I think you're going to be okay.
Well, those, I mean, you never know.
you never know. Well, they don't have a save, so they're dead.
They're super dead.
Nice job. Okay, 1 Marauder squad bites the dust. Okay, let's go over to the other Marauder squad, and I am going to make you roll 28 dice. Okay, same thing, 3s and 4s, because they are Mark of Nurg. 21 attacks, because the leader's out.
Yeah,
Gotcha.
the sergeant's right there.
Okay.
Here we go, David. Hup. Oh, that wasn't good.
Well, you've still got the wound roll, Michael.
I mean, that was less than half.
Yes.
Okay.
That's 12 damage.
It's 12 damage.
They're dead. Okay, nice job.
I don't like this gotcha Warhammer, David.
What part of this Warhammer we're playing is gotcha?
Where you play with tactics and think it through and like are generally good at the game.
Okay. Michael, 3s and 3s.
Go ahead.
Into the dragons, of course. I don't need to say into the dragons because every unit you have is a dragon.
It's true.
Make 6 saves. -1.
6. 3 up saves because of our Mystic Shield. I saved them all.
Very nice. So you didn't take a single damage. That's pretty good.
Not a 1. Let's see if the Incarnate levels down.
Okay, let's see if he levels down. I need to roll higher than a 15. He levels down.
Yay!
Very nice job. I think that was a good play to do that. Really, really good. So let's go ahead and get onto the hero cam and we'll score Michael up. All right, we're back from Michael's turn. Michael, how many points did you score?
3 points. Scored 1 for holding this objective back here, and then 2 for completing against the odds with my general there. So that's 3 points to David's 2.
Yep.
You know, it was interesting. Like, wasn't the best double, or it wasn't the best time to go first. But I figured this way, if I'd let you go, you could have just dealt a bunch of damage to my dragons. You could have eaten one with the crown spine, and I would have gained
And then
nothing.
level 3, right? And then you'd still be sitting in the same spot. Yeah, I think it was a good play. This is, I think, how you should play the dragon army. Is you need to be aggressive, because if you're not aggressive, you're not going to win the attrition war.
Right.
Because you're just not getting that damage in early. They're still very aggressive. You just can't get in turn 1 like you want to. So,
Right.
Okay, so let's go ahead and get into my turn. My battle tactic is going to be against the odds. I'm going to hold my own objective with my general at the end of this turn.
That makes sense. Keep him far away from me so that he's safe, so that the crown spine doesn't accidentally go wild.
Right, exactly. And then the next thing that I am going to do is I am going to do heroic action, and I'm going to try to get a command point on a 4-up. I'm not as worried about casting this time around, so that's why I'm doing that. Okay, so I get a command point.
I shall also get a command point on 4-up.
Beautiful. We've got command points for days. You are within 30 to unbind me now. We're going to try to put a Mystic Shield on the Chaos Warriors, the big blob.
That seems good.
That goes off with a 6. I think I am going to re-roll because you have a re-rolling unbind, and this is my only spell. So let's try it. There we go. That's what I'm looking for. So that's an 11.
It's a 10. I'm going to re-roll since this is your only. Oh.
Okay, beautiful. So Mystic Shield goes off. I think that's the end of the hero phase. So let's go ahead and get into movement, and we'll show you what I did.
Slaves to Darkness have completed their movement phase. David, walk us through what's going on over here, starting with your general in the back.
My general is helping me complete against the odds. So he went ahead and shuffled back 4 inches. He also had to get out of the way so these knights could auto run. They're +1 to run because of Slanesh, Mark of Slanesh, so they moved 17 inches. So they're all around that terrain, getting ready to do a charge, potentially, if I decide to do so. The warriors right here are going to soak up and unleash hell. And the Kronspine Incarnate didn't move. And this unit of warriors is just soaking up some damage from those dragons over there.
Wonderful.
Yeah. So let's go ahead and get into charges. Let's start with the warriors. Okay, the warriors are going to charge. They're +1 to charge because of their banner or their trumpet. One of the two. It's their trumpet. They get a 5, which is fine. So they're just going to move in.
Okay, I am going to unleash hell.
Okay.
So David has completed his charge. We're going to unleash hell with the dragons. So all 4 within, so here we go.
Woohoo! 3d6 mortals.
Jeez.
That's pretty cool.
Okay. It's going to be like 4 mortals, so watch.
No, it's going to be 9. 11.
11 mortals.
That's pretty good.
Pretty tasty.
2, 4, 6,
good.
8.
And you have 5 ups because of your rune shields, right?
Yes. I shrug a whole 1.
Whoa.
So 5 warriors go down.
Nice.
Okay, so I should have elected to do this at top of the charge phase, Michael, but I'm going to issue a command at the top of the charge phase that allows these guys to charge.
Yeah.
They're wholly within 18 of the general, who is on the objective just to the left there. So let's go ahead and charge them. They're +1 because of their Slanesh keyword, and then they roll the lowest dice to a 4 because of their trumpet ability. So let's see what they get. 6, but we're going to turn that into a 8.
Nice.
So we're going to charge 8 and get them in, and then we'll move over to the Incarnate. The Kronspine Incarnate is going to charge.
Do it. Charge me.
He rerolls charge rolls because of his own domination aura, but he doesn't need it because he rolled a 12.
12.
Okay, Michael, let's go ahead and do some monstrous actions. I'm going to start by roaring into the 4-man dragon squad. Goes off.
Okay. So I think the 4-man is going to Titanic Duel into the Kronspine.
That's a good move.
The purples, they're going to roar the horses.
Roar the knights. Okay.
Yep.
Okay, knights are roared. Sounds good.
And then we're going to throw a stomp over on the warriors.
Okay, go ahead. We'll be on the heads up cam for this.
3 mortals.
Okay. They take them. So let's go ahead and get into activations. We'll start with the Kronspine Incarnate.
So he has 7 attacks with the Vicious Claws. And those are 3s, red and 2 damage.
Okay, so let's do those first. 3s. Okay. Make 3 saves at -2, so you're on 5s.
Failed them all.
That's 6 damage.
6s. Save 1. So take 5 damage.
Okay.
And then you have 2 attacks with the Tearing Fangs.
Okay, and this is 3s and 2s.
3s and 2s.
Okay, 1.
Okay.
2. Hits.
Okay.
-3.
So this is a 6. And
Okay.
this is 4 damage.
4 damage.
So I need 1 6 here to save a dragon. Hook. Dead dragon.
Okay. Now you get to explode into me.
Yep. So let's do 4.
I'll put him up to
5,
2, level
6.
2 right now. He may level down depending on how much damage he takes.
Take 3 mortals.
Okay, so I'll give him 3 damage. That was very sketchy to kill that dragon.
It was very close.
Michael. Very close.
If you hadn't got that roar off.
Yeah, the roar was important. We had talked forever about should I do Titanic Duel, should I do roar. I think that was the play. Okay, so now it's your turn to activate. Where do you want to go?
I don't know. All right, so we're going to activate with the lances first. We have 2 lances going into the Kronspine. 1 from the sergeant is going into the warriors.
Okay, sounds good.
So let's do the 6 into the Kronspine. They all hit.
Beautiful.
And they all wound.
Very nice. 2,
so
4, 6.
Only ran 1 single damage.
Okay, 5s. He saves 4 of them, so he takes 2 damage.
And then we have 4 into the warriors.
-1 to wound.
That's what I thought. Only 1 wound.
Okay, I reduce your Ren by 1, so they're on a 2-up save because they have Mystic Shield. We're good.
That's what we thought. And then we have...
all of the mount attacks
Which is-
going into the Kronspine.
Yep.
This is 3s and 3s.
Here we go. Yeah, it's really tempting to put them into the warriors there, but with their -1 and Mystic Shield, they're just going to shrug it.
Right.
And it's super important to try and level the Crown Spine back down.
Right.
So 2's hit, because we Titanic dueled.
Yep. You didn't need the 2s before, so we didn't need to comment on that.
And then, oh goodness.
Okay.
So 3, 6, 9, 10, and -2. So 6.
You wounded with everything. You hit wounded with everything. 6s. Okay, so he's gonna level down because he's taking his max damage.
Excellent.
Yep.
That's
so that was good. You
good.
needed that.
Yep.
So I'm just gonna roll him down to 1 right now because he took enough damage to where we don't need to roll for it. And then I'll remove his wound marker.
While you're doing that and the camera's still there, at the end of combat,
Yeah.
I'm going to
Drag one into the Tempest
drag
on
one
a
of
3-up.
on one of your warriors. Yep. Nope, not dragged into the Tempest.
You're gonna all out defense?
Yeah, this is
Okay.
for
How many
sure.
command points do you have left?
After this, I'll have 1 more.
Gotcha. Okay. This is the first 20. 4s and 3s.
3s?
3s. So the first half, we've got 8 saves at -2.
Okay. And
You're
then
on 4s. Okay, 4s and 3s again.
okay, that was a little bit more in my favor now.
Yeah.
That's good.
And then you've got 5 more. So you've got 13 saves
13.
at -2.
4-ups. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 I failed.
Okay, so that's 12 damage. Oh, well, that doesn't matter for the mount. So we've got 12 more attacks coming into you.
Okay. I can handle 12 more attacks. They're going to have like rend or something though.
No.
These are rend 3 hooves. They're just...
They're just getting into you. Make 3 more saves.
Okay. 2s. Failed 2.
Okay, so you took 14 damage total, and now you
14
have
total.
wards. If you roll 6 6s right now and keep one alive, I'm going to be so mad at you right now.
Success!
Okay.
Okay.
11 damage.
So we're going to explode not the sergeant, and then his explosions are going to go to your warriors,
Okay.
because that's where they're near. Take a mortal.
I'm going to try to shrug that mortal on a 5-up. I do not. So I take a mortal.
All right, so we're not going to all-out attack just because there's an off chance that those warriors could kill a dragon, and
Right.
I'd really prefer to keep my command point to not lose a dragon morale.
Sure.
So let's go ahead and just regular attack.
Okay.
Lances.
3s 3s goes to 3s 4s. Well, that makes it easy.
That makes it easy.
Okay. But we don't care about the lances. We care about the mount attacks that are 3 damage apiece.
Here we go. Only 3.
Okay, 4 ups because I'm +1 to my save. I take 6 damage. 7 attacks. 3s and 3s. Some good warrior fare for you.
That was definitely a hit.
Some good warrior fare. Make
Okay.
3 saves at -1.
Here we go. 3s. Took a damage.
Okay. I cut you.
Ha!
You got a 6-up ward, don't you? Oh no,
Nope, nope, too far away.
you're off the objective.
None for me.
12 attacks going into the purple dragon.
Okay.
3s and 3s.
Seem pretty good.
Ain't bad.
Not bad at all.
3s. Ooh, 4 saves into the purple dragon.
Okay. These are 3-ups. Killed 2 of them.
Okay, then you got your ward.
6s. So he's taking 4 damage total. You, sir, have some bravery.
I do have some bravery. Over here on the 3-man unit, they're bravery 8 and they lost 3.
Okay.
They're fine.
Fine.
And then bravery on the blob, they lost, they've got 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 11 left. They lost 9 in their bravery 8, so it's d6 plus 1. Oh no!
Oh, 7.
For the big 6. So we're gonna remove 6. Okay, I think that's the end of the combat. You don't have any bravery, right?
No.
Your bravery 8?
Yep.
Okay, cool. Let's go ahead and get onto the hero cam and we'll score me up. We're back. I lost a bunch of warriors to bravery. Oops.
Oops. All bravery.
I needed to hold that dragon unit back though, which I succeeded in doing.
Great.
Which is, yeah, it's fantastic. So that's great. I scored 6 points because I hold that objective, the center objective. I hold, I hold this objective with a galley vet, so I get a bonus point for 4, and then I completed my battle tactic of against the odds, keeping this guy on my home terrain.
Yep.
So that brings the score up to 8-3. So we've got a little bit of a lead right now, but things could really, really change. So let's go ahead and get into the roll-off. Michael, you went first, right? So you break ties?
Hoop. Oh no.
Okay, I gotta go.
Yeah.
So we'll be back for battle round 3, Slaves of Darkness.
So we're getting into the top of battle round 3. Slaves of Darkness are about to go. David, what's your battle tactic?
My battle tactic is desecrate them lands, because you can't really redeploy to get closer to deny it to me, and I'm already within 3 of it. So even if I pile in away from it, I'll still control this terrain because I took control of it in the last turn when I moved onto it.
Cool.
So for casting, I am going to attempt to cast Chaotic Conduit.
Do it.
Before we do that, Lo, let's go ahead and see if I get an extra command point. I do. I'm going to give it to my only hero.
There's still no reason for me to make anything improving ground. I'm going to do my heroic action of get a CP.
Okay. We are CP flush, bro.
I'm still out of Unbind range, so have the best day ever.
Okay, I'm going to have the best day ever with Master of Magic, and I'm going to try to do Chaotic Conduit. He already has his command point from
Is
last
this where
time.
he gets to roll on the table?
And I can re-roll this.
Come on, Spawn.
So that fails.
Okay.
Let's try again.
Sure.
That goes off.
Yes.
With an 11.
Roll on the table.
So I immediately get to roll on the Eye of the Gods table. Oh, I saw the 1. I rolled 1-1 last time too. So let's see what the 4 is. It's scary to roll on the Eye of the Gods table.
It's fun.
Scary. I'm scared. You can heal up to D3 wounds allocated to this unit. If it has no wounds allocated to it, treat this result as snubbed by the gods.
Oh, you got snubbed, David. You got snubbed. Get out of here.
Okay, that's the end of my super awesome time hero phase. So let's get into movement, and we'll be right back.
David, we completed your movement phase. You've moved 1 model. Please explain what's going on.
So I moved this Chaos Lord
Oh yeah.
on Karkadrak 17 inches.
Perfect.
And he's gonna charge. And he's +2 to charge, so it just happens.
All right, so he's Slanesh, so he can move and charge, yeah?
Yep.
Perfect.
And I don't have any shooting.
Okay.
So let's just get set up for charges.
You may charge with your 1 model, David.
He charges 3 inches, turns into a 5,
Okay.
and he gets in.
Excellent.
Now the Karkadrak has strike first.
Okay.
So we'll just keep that in mind, and we're going to go over to monstrous actions. I'm thinking that I do Titanic Duel.
Okay.
Yep.
Titanic Duel with Kronspine.
And what are you going to do?
I'm going to do what you just said, because you could still issue an all-out attack from your general to the Kronspine, which would give it to several. So I still think doing a roar against your general makes no sense.
Yeah. Roar into the general.
Roar into the general. He's roared.
He's roared. Beautiful. And then we're just going to fight with the general.
Well, I have a couple more monstrous actions.
Sure you do. Okay, so let's talk about Purple Dragon.
I think purple's not going to do anything. I think we're going to stomp on the warriors over there.
Okay, stomp the warriors to death. Sounds good. Happens.
2 mortals.
Took him.
Excellent.
So 1 guy goes down. Okay, Chaos Lord on Karkadrak has impact hits, for 1. I forgot about that.
Ooh,
Brutish
nice.
Rampage. So on a 2-up, that dragon unit takes D3. It does. For 3.
How's he going to jump his Karkadrak into the air and get my dragon?
Yeah!
6s? I saved 1, so we take 2 damage.
Okay.
And we are going to all-out defense.
Okay. Now, this gentleman right here has 1 extra attack for all of his melee weapons because he made a charge.
Cool.
Oh, actually, that is the Banner of Screaming Flesh. He does
Okay.
not have the Banner of Screaming Flesh. So this is 4 attacks with the Hex Battle Axe.
The old battle axe.
This is going to be 3s and 3s.
Nice.
Okay, 3 hit. 2 wound, -1.
Okay, so 3s. Saved 1, failed 1.
2 damage.
Okay, take 2 damage.
Demon Bound Blade, 3s and 3s. If I roll a 6, it's 1 mortal wound in addition to any normal damage. 3s and 3s, so 1 mortal wound.
Okay.
And 1 save at -2.
Okay, so we got a 4. Failed it.
Okay, 3 damage.
Okay.
So you got 4 damage total off of that weapon.
Failed them all.
Okay. Okay, and now we have Tearing Horns and Claws. This is going to be 4 attacks, 4s and 3s. 1 wound, -1.
3. Saved it.
Okay, that would have been 2 damage. I'm actually happy that he didn't kill him. Though.
Yeah, I really wanted him to kill him.
I know. You were like, and when I did that, all that damage with
Yeah.
the D3, I was like, uh-oh. I maybe screwed myself.
Yep.
Okay, so the Karkadrak is done fighting. Let's go ahead and pile in with my first activation, which is going to be the Kronspine Incarnate.
Cool.
Okay, I'm going to fight with the Kronspine Incarnate. He's done Titanic Duel on that unit right there.
Mm-hmm.
This is 2s and 3s.
Yeah.
Okay, and 3s make 5 saves at -2.
4s. I rolled really bad.
Okay, that's 8 damage.
It's 8 damage.
So just keep that on the side there.
Yep, keep going.
And he's got 2 attacks, 2s and 2s. You always see that 1
Every
when
time.
you got those big attacks.
Every time.
All right, 1 at -3. Okay, so that's 4 more damage. So you've taken
Jeez.
14 total. Yes, I just can't do math.
I was like, I was worried that I couldn't.
You're like, what?
How did it? 6s? 1. So I took 13 damage.
No, you took 11 damage.
I took 11 damage. So
Yep.
we almost still killed 2 dragons.
Yes, yes we did.
Okay. Kronspine. 6s. Take 3 mortals. And then 10 into the Lord.
Okay.
1 more.
The Lord has a 5-up mortal save. Nope. I haven't made a single 5-up mortal wound save.
I've noticed.
Okay, Purple Dragon is going to activate into the horses. And you didn't do anything into the horses, right?
I'm going to activate my tail into the warriors.
Okay.
And I'm going to do my lances into the horses.
Okay, those warriors have not been roared. So I am going to do an all-out defense on them.
So lances into the horses. Cool. And then, is it 3s or 4s?
It's 3s.
Okay, great. So 3 at -1.
Okay, 4 up. Failed 2.
Cool.
I take 2 damage.
Yep. And then into the warriors behind us. 2 hits. And these are 4s to wound. No wounds.
So glad I wasted a command point right there.
You did great.
Okay.
Oh, I'm going to drag someone into the Tempest over here, David.
Okay.
And it has to be one of the horses.
Okay. Oh! You're gonna drag the wounded one into the Tempest. He only had 1 wound left.
I know.
And he's the one that looks like a leader, so we'll get him out of there.
Get him out of there.
Let's do 5 attacks.
Okay, let's do it.
3s and 3s. Take that.
Huzzah!
Okay, make 1 save.
Okay. Failed it.
Take a damn.
Yeah, let's mess up the Karkadrak a little bit. So let's do the 4 lance attacks into the Karkadrak. Cool.
You're doing so good with those lance attacks.
And 2.
Okay.
Rend 1.
Saves him with 6s.
Nice. And then the mount attack. Why didn't you all attack, Michael? Nothing. And then I'm going to drag one of your warriors into the Tempest. Drug.
Gross. You're gonna drag the wounded one.
Get him out of here.
Yeah, so I'm going to use my last CP for all-out attack.
Cool.
Just to be safe. We don't want to leave a dragon. Okay, so this is 4s and 3s. So the first one, we've got 5 saves.
Okay.
And then 14 more attacks. 4s. 3s. Okay, and 4 more. So you've got 9 saves total.
9.
And -1.
4 ups. Failed 3. 4.
Okay.
6s. Okay. So I have 1 wound remaining. Can the hooves get it?
The hooves. I've got 8 hooves. 6, 8 hooves. 4s and 4s. Oh, okay, make 3 saves.
Okay. Hook.
Okay.
Need a 6.
Okay. We got the unit. Michael has been able to pile into the closest model to get himself out of combat against the Incarnate, which is good for him. We've moved the terrain for ease of play so you can see what's going on. So he is now going to put 3 dragons into the warriors, and I have 0 command points, so we're just going to allow it.
Okay, so we're all out attacking. So we have 3 guys with lances.
Very nice. -1 to wound now, so you're on 4s.
Okay, so 4.
Rend 1
Rend 1.
goes to 4s. I failed all of them, and I take 8 damage and
Okay.
die a horrible death.
Get it out of here.
Okay, the unit of warriors has eaten it.
Neat.
Meat. That reminds me of on Dragonheart when the dragon
Yes.
is acting dead.
Yes.
And then all the barbarians were like, meat, meat, meat.
That's
Okay.
a terrible movie that I really like.
Yeah, I'm gonna pile in with my warriors and fight. All right, 4 lowly warriors. 2, 4, 6, 8, 9 attacks. 3s and 3s.
We're still all out defensed.
Way to go, boys. Okay, 2 saves.
Hook. Saved it.
Nice.
Excellent.
Okay, well, that was a chonky, spicy turn. Let's see if I rolled triple 1s and the Incarnate level's down. He's fine.
Okay, I'm going to auto pass my morale on the green dragon.
Okay, excellent. Well, you still got some plays, Michael, so let's get on to the hero cam, score me up, and get into your turn.
David, you have completed your turn. It was a real barn burner.
Yeah.
How much you score?
I scored 5 points, bringing me up to 13. I did a cheeky pile-in with the Kronspine Incarnate, but you were able to pile in away from him because you were closer to the warrior.
Right.
We removed the terrain so we could see. So what that means is you're out of combat with your 4-man dragon squad.
Which is great.
Which is great because this unit cannot retreat because he's in domination range and he's in combat. And then you've got your general still alive to do whatever he wishes, which is great. So scored 5 points, so the score is currently 3 to 13, but you're gonna be able to nab my back objective for 4 points.
That's big. We're going to need it too.
Yeah, you're definitely gonna need every point you can get, so let's go ahead and get into your turn. What are you gonna do for your battle tactic?
We're going to do eye for an eye.
Okay.
There's 2 units that we should be able to try and kill this turn. We're probably just going to leave the Kronspine alone and try and kill the rest of your army. I think that's silly, but I think it's the right call.
Yeah.
So for heroic action, I'm going to try and get a command point.
Okay.
We do.
I shall do Finest Hour with my Karkadrak.
We're going to immediately use this command point
Uh-huh.
to tell that guy to flame breath.
Okay, so the green dragon is gonna flame breath into me.
Yep. Into the Lord. Nothing.
Okay.
Excellent command point spent.
Command point well spent.
and
Actually,
then-
I don't think it's a command ability, so I think you can keep your command point.
Oh, yep. Wrath of the Draconith. It's just a once per battle. No command point needed.
Cool, keep your command point.
Keeping it. Let's cast, yeah? Let's cast Celestial Blades on myself. Goes off on a 6.
Okay, I am +1 to unbind because I am next to the, I'm in domination range. So I've got to roll a 6 on dice, and I can re-roll because of master, unless you want to re-roll.
No, is it just plus to unbind? Or is it
cast
also...
a spell and unbind.
Nice. Okay, go ahead.
Double check, and then we'll just cut this
No,
out.
I'm looking at it.
Okay, so that's a 7.
Unbound.
So okay.
Man, that's it for Hero. Let's move into movement.
See you in a minute. Michael is doing a dragon sandwich maneuver. He is tagging my objective for the time being. I redeployed the Kronspine Incarnate closer to his objective and to keep it more central so I can keep bodies on that point. And then, what's going on here, Michael?
He stood perfectly still, obviously, and the Lord is swinging around. He's going to try and tag the Knights on that side, while the Blues tag them on the other side, so we lock up that squad so they can't go anywhere.
Yep, I think that's a good play.
That's it. We're now going to see if we can burn the Lord with all of this dragon fire. Starting with the green, into the Lord. I have no idea. And then, can the general? Are we looking at the general too? The general into your Lord. D6 for 4.
Okay, 5s. Takes a damage.
Ooh, only 1 damage. So all the Blues.
Oh my goodness. Okay.
Okay, great.
Well,
cool.
Good times. You're
Now,
going to have to do it the old-fashioned way.
We're going to have to do it the old-fashioned way.
Let's get set up for charges. Okay, Michael is going to charge into the Karkadrak.
Blues charging in. 10.
Beautiful. 10's good.
10 is good. Let's charge with the general.
Okay. 8.
So I was going to do a sandwich, but now I'm wondering if I want to try and smash into the Karkadrak a little bit more and make sure we get there. Does that make sense? Mm-hmm. So let's roar into the Karkadrak from the general. He's roared.
Okay.
Your finest hour, so
yeah.
This is going to be rough.
Yeah.
And then let's stomp the Karkadrak with the blue squad.
Okay. Okay.
Come on, 3. This 2.
He takes him.
Okay, great.
So he's got 5 wounds left.
Okay, let's go ahead and activate the blue squad. So we got 2 in, and then 1 into the horses.
Okay, sounds good. Let's go into the Karkadrak first and see if he goes down.
Yeah.
Can't do all-out defense. You've got the leader in there.
Yep.
So you got 15 attacks, 3s, neg 2, 2.
Choose, because I'm going to all-out attack.
Yep.
I'm so nervous.
You'll be fine.
I'm so nervous, David.
That's a lot of 1s, though. But I still feel like you're going to be fine.
There's a lot of 1s.
Okay.
Okay, so 3, 6. At Ren 2.
Okay, 4s. You take 4 damage. He's alive on a wound. No! He's alive. You did pick eye for an eye, though, so you could potentially pop those warriors if you wanted to try.
Well, and I can still swing with him with other things, hopefully.
Sure, yes.
So let's go with the 1 blue into your horses.
Okay. This is going to be 7 attacks.
Okay, those all hit.
2s and 3s.
Okay, so take 3, 6.
2, 4, 6. This is at -2, so I'm on 5s. I failed 5.
Okay.
10
so that's
damage.
10 damage.
Okay. Okay, I am going to fight with my Karkadrak. Let's see, he's got 1-inch range on all of his attacks. He's closest to this unit. Hex Battle Axe. This is 4 attacks, 3s and 3s. I rolled a deadly terrain for some reason, so let's do that.
Okay.
And then 3s. Okay. -1.
Failed 2.
4 damage.
Failed them all.
Okay. Now we're going to fight with the Demon Bound Blade. This is 3 attacks, 3s, 3s, neg 2, d3. 6s are mortal wound in addition. 1 mortal wound and everything hits. And then 3s. 1 at -2.
Oh, you're going to kill.
I just noticed that.
You're going to do it. It's so bad, David. So save that.
Okay.
And then the mortal. Failed the mortal.
Okay. Tearing Horns and Claws, 4s and 3s. 1 hit.
Okay.
1 wound, -1.
I saved it. He's still alive.
Very nice, because that was 2 damage.
Yeah.
Okay, going into the Karkadrak again. You're in range. You're within an inch, so you're within range to your flame weapon as well, which is -3.
So 5 attacks. Hit on 3s. He's wound on 2s.
Okay.
So 3 at -3.
He fails 1.
It's 2 damage.
He's dead.
Yay! We're gonna drag into the Tempest on the warriors.
Okay.
We drug one into the Tempest.
There it is. This is turning into a heart-pounding turn. This is 4s and 3s going into the blues. Make 3 saves at -1.
3 4-ups. Failed it.
Okay, single damage.
He's dead.
So we get 1.
Remove the model, David.
we got it. We got 1, and he can't explode because he's too far away.
Well, he explodes into nothing.
Into nothing, yeah. And then I've just got 1 horse. 1 hit. Nothing.
Okay. Let's go to Mr. Green. Okay, let's do the lance attacks. 4 lance attacks.
Okay.
They all hit.
Everything hit.
Wounds on 4s. 2 wounds.
No rend. So 3s.
3s.
Fail 1.
Okay, that's 2 damage.
Okay. 1 goes down.
And then the tail. 2 hits. 1 wound. Rend 2.
Saved it with 5.
Nicely done. And then we're going to drag into the Tempest. Oh,
Okay.
I can't drag things into the Tempest.
So I only lost 2 warriors out of that unit.
Okay.
My leader is dead, so that's good because I'm bravery 8, so I'm fine there. Do we have? Oh, I've got some warriors to fight.
We have 2 warriors to fight.
Okay, the leader's dead, so 3s and 3s on 4 attacks. Make 2 saves. -1 into the green.
Failed 1. Took a damage.
Well, that was a crazy turn. Let's get on.
Can you fail bravery on the horses?
How many did I lose? 3?
You lost 3.
Bravery 8. We're good.
You're good to go.
All right, we'll be back on the hero cam to score Michael up. We're back from Michael's turn. Michael, how many points did you score, buddy?
Only 5. I was hoping for a little bit more, but the dragons whiffed, which made me have to do some wonky things to try and get my my battle tactic, which I did eventually. I was able to kill the Karkadrak for eye for an eye. I hold this point and that point, so that's 5 points total.
Yep, he gets 1 here, 2 here, and then his battle tactic. The Kronspine is wild, it's out of combat. Yes, so that was very interesting set of interactions we had during there. My 20-man unit of warriors is alive, even though like 15 of them died in the first turn. So that's kind of cool, or in the second turn, whenever that happened.
Yep.
Okay, so let's go ahead and get into the roll-off. I went first.
Oh, you went first.
Yeah, so I break
So I need to, this is where I want the double really bad.
Yes.
Roll it for me.
Okay. Okay, well, we'll be back for the going home. Top of battle round 4, Slaves of Darkness. We're back for the top of battle round 4. Michael has decided to make this a proving ground, which is smart. He doesn't want me to just run onto it with the Kronspine Incarnate.
Yeah, we can't be giving up 4 points.
Yep, I'm gonna pick eye for an eye and try to kill that lone green dragon that has 8 wounds left.
Seems good.
And I have no other things to do. I have my 1 command point because I'm going first. So what are you gonna do for your battle tactic? I mean, for your heroic action.
I think I want a best day ever.
Okay.
On my my general.
Okay.
I don't think you're going to into him with a lot, but I really need him alive. So, best day ever for him.
Okay, sounds good. I am going to go ahead and get into my movement, which is going to be very quick, and then we'll be back to show you what I did.
All right, super fast movement, David. You've essentially just popped your Kronspine off to the other side. What'd you do? Why'd you do it?
I moved him over there so I can get my battle tactic and keep things shut down. And if Michael gets the turn, I can turn that into a proving ground. If I don't get the turn, hopefully I'll be able to move on and get some points. I'm just trying to figure out how to get as many battle tactics and points as possible by the end of the game, so that's where the Kronspine is. The Knights decided to stay in to keep the dragons from moving. I need to make sure that they're piling in to the closest models, which is away from my my objective over there. So we're just going to go ahead and get into a quick charge from the Kronspine. Okay, he rolls an 8. So we're going to go...
Whee! Squish.
Time to do monstrous actions. I am going to roar into the general.
Okay.
Okay, it goes off.
General is roared. Green is going to Titanic Duel into the Kronspine.
Okay.
And then blues are going to stomp the horses.
Okay,
Yes.
perfect.
3 mortals on the horses.
Okay, 5s, I take. Let's go ahead and fight with the Kronspine Incarnate.
Okay.
Okay.
So let's all out defense.
Okay, I've got 8 attacks. This is 2s and 3s.
Yes, because he's wild. I was like, why is
Okay, 3 at -2.
it? 4s? Okay.
Okay, that's 4 damage. Then he's got 3 attacks with the other things, 2s and 2s. Okay.
These other things are very good.
All hit. All wound at -3.
Looking for 5s. Saved 1.
Okay, so he's taken 12 damage total.
This guy's done 12 damage to me every single time.
Yeah.
Okay, here we go. 6s. He's dead.
Okay.
Into the warriors.
Okay.
1 mortal. Into the warrior.
Okay. Failed it.
Okay, so he's going to put all of his stuff into the knights.
Okay.
5 attacks with his arcane blade. So these are 3s
Okay.
and 2s. So that's 5 at -3 from the Aeon blade.
Wow. Okay. So I failed 4.
Okay, and there are two damage apiece.
Okay.
And then we have the 4 attacks from the fangs and talons. They all hit.
Okay.
They all wound.
Okay. I failed them all.
Okay.
That's 8 damage.
8 more damage.
All right. Got the unit.
That the general went off.
Yeah, the general went off big.
Unfortunately, he's going to get eaten by the Kronspine next turn. He's going to try and drag into the Tempest one of those warriors.
Okay.
He does.
That one guy is going to fight back. He misses with everything.
Excellent.
All right, well...
You stole that objective from me. I don't think he can fail. He only lost 1 guy.
He only lost 1 guy, and he's bravery 8 because he's the bannerman.
Yeah, so he's fine.
Yeah. I guess I should have done all-out defense with my horses, man.
It looks that way, but by them dying, you
Yeah.
denied me from being able to pile in with my blues.
Yeah.
So that's something.
Yeah, that's something.
That's something.
Okay, well, let's get on the hero cam and score me up.
Well, David, how'd you score?
I don't even know, man.
A lot?
I scored 6 points again because I gained control of this objective and I
Yep.
have a galley vet within 6 inches of it. I hold this, or I'm sorry, I hold that objective, and I completed my battle tactic of eye for an eye. So 6 points. So the score is currently 19-8.
Yeah, I'm a little behind.
And we're getting into the bottom of battle round 4. What are you going to do for your battle tactic?
We're going to do gaining momentum
Okay.
because I can control an objective, control more than you, and kill something. So we're going to go for that. And then I'm up to 3 command points. For heroic actions, I really would like a finest hour right now.
Yep.
But instead, I'm going to get a command point.
Okay.
Nope.
Okay, I'm going to do nothing.
Okay. Let's see. I have 3 command points. I'm just going to need an all-out defense. So I'm going to spend 1 on a rally.
Okay.
No.
That would have been cool.
That would have been cool. I'm going to Mystic Shield.
Okay.
My general. It goes off.
Okay, beautiful. Goes off. Okay, Michael has completed his movement phase. Michael, tell me what you did.
All we did is move the blues back. These guys are still sitting up here so we can shoot, but we're contesting that objective in the back with that one blue. That's it. We're gonna try and shoot this this one warrior to death.
Okay, I think they're gonna be able to do it this time around, so let's shoot into the warrior.
With the general.
Okay, that's a good start.
For 3.
Okay, 5s. He dies.
Excellent. Now the 2 blues are going to shoot into the crown spine.
Okay.
D6 for 2.
Okay, he takes.
2.
Okay. What do you want to do for monstrous actions?
Well, there's no
I have
such
no
thing.
command points.
You have no command points, and he can't issue or receive anything. So
Okay.
let's just Titanic duel him.
Okay. You're not finest hour anymore, and I'm already +1 to my hit rolls, so I don't need to do a Titanic duel.
You can roar me though.
Oh, I could roar you.
Yep.
Yeah.
And you should.
I shall. You're still fine.
Okay. Let's attack with the Aeon Fireblade. 5 attacks, hitting on 2s, wounding on 2s. Excellent.
Okay.
And 2s again. So 3 at -3.
Goes through.
Okay, so that's 6 damage total. And then 4 attacks with the Fangs and Claws. 2s and 3s. Excellent. These are 3 at -2. 6s. Look at you with your double 6s.
Takes 2 damage.
2 damage.
He suffered 10.
10, he's going to ignore that. Okay, go ahead. I'm all out defensing David.
Okay. I've got
A gazillion attacks.
9 attacks.
Yep.
2s and 3s. Everything hits. Make 4 saves at -2.
Okay, 3s. Oh no, I failed 2. That's 4 damage. Now do your big claws.
So you take 4 damage?
Take 4 damage. You're gonna
Okay.
do 12 damage like you always do.
Nope.
Oh, nope.
Oh, nothing happens.
Okay, and then wards. Okay, he's great.
Let's get onto the hero cam and score you up.
Yeah. All right, Wargamers, we have decided to call the game. After we did that last turn, we had to look at the board state and realize that the game was over.
Yeah.
David, walk us through really, that last turn I scored 7, bringing me up to 15.
Mm-hmm.
And then what happened moving forward? What did we realize going for the score?
Well, what happened is the Kronzbein Incarnate was locked in combat with the General, and since I went on the back side of the battlefield, I was unable to pin the dragons with the Kronzbein Incarnate, so they were then able to move on to my objective, so you scored yourself 7 points.
Yep.
And then I couldn't kill the General when I activated, so I was just trapped there. So because of that happening in battle round 5, you won the roll off. So you would have gotten another 7 points.
Another 9.
Another 9, because 7 points plus your battle tactic of desecrate their lands, because you had some terrain over there. So that would have brought you up to 24 points.
Yep.
And then you completed your grand strategy because you had more in my territory than me.
Correct.
And then I missed my grand strategy because I didn't have that lone warrior on that little thing there. So the final score was 19 to 27 dragons, and that was a really, really good swing back then.
It swung really hard right there at the end. The whole
Yep.
time I thought the dragons were done for, and then right at the last second it was, oh, we win.
Yeah, mobility, damage output, and defensiveness is what makes them really, really good, right? Even without the pregame move, they're just really, really hard to handle unless you have an army that has an obscene amount of damage output.
Sure.
And Slaves to Darkness are not one of them. I could have potentially stopped those dragons from moving on to my point by being a little bit smarter with how I moved the Kronzbein Incarnate. So that also gave you an extra 10 points because you took my objective, scored it for 2 turns, and also ended up getting barge through enemy lines, desecrate their lands.
Desecrate.
Yeah, yeah. So I think I played really well all the way through until that final little error at the end there. The score, the spread looked so huge that I figured, oh, I'll be out ahead, but then you ended up scoring, let's see, 16 points in your last 2 turns.
Yeah.
So that's massive.
It's massive.
Yeah, really, really good. So grats to you.
Thank you.
You win a very special prize.
That's right.
This looks like a liquor bottle, I think. I don't know. I've unwrapped this. I have no idea what it is, though.
So this is from our member and friend, Joe.
Yep, Joe Thibodeau from Canada. Let's see what he sent us.
Okay. Oh, I'm excited. Have you ever had a friend, I've never been sent anything. It's a gift.
Okay, what is it?
So,
Oh, look at that.
It is Canadian maple syrup. It's got a maple leaf on there.
Yes.
And I think this is the most Canadian gift I've ever been given.
Yes.
It's the only Canadian gift,
so
and
thank
therefore
you so
the
much.
most.
Yes, that's really exciting. Next time Michael and I get together, we are going to eat some waffles.
Sure.
On the first Hero Cam.
Guys, I hope you enjoyed this match. I know I had a great time playing it.
Yep.
Thank you so much for joining us. Joe, thank you for the wonderful gift. It's
Absolutely.
hilarious.
Big shout out. I appreciate you.
And I think that's it for us this week, isn't it?
Yeah, absolutely. So we will see you for the next battle report.